Welcome back to Better Living. I'm here with Jeff Bucher from Citizens Advisory Group. At Citizens Advisory Group, you guys do retirement planning services. Let's talk about what kind of retirement planning services you do there.
Well, we're a comprehensive firm, so we do pretty much everything that's required for someone to retire, all the way down to their Medicare insurance, which is a major factor for most retirees. You know, there's so many choices in the Medicare world, and studies have shown us that if we're in the wrong plan, it's going to cost us a lot of money. So we want to make sure their insurance is right. Long-term care insurance, you know, the prospects of being in some sort of extended care, scary for all of us. We think it's not going to happen to us, but the statistics tell us 1 in 2 is going to have a chance that they're going to have some sort of extended care. So how do we protect from that? How do we protect from a death of a spouse or a legacy that we're looking with life insurance or something like that? And of course the investment plan and the income plan. You know, we look at, you know, all the different stocks and bonds and all the different investments out there in the world. Plus, how do we use our money for income, which I think is the key to retirement.
It's really hard as I sit back and look, and I think it's really hard for me to think I'm ever going to be able to retire, first of all. But when I sit back and look and I think, how do I know what it's going to be like in the future? How do I know what healthcare costs are going to be like? How do I know what inflation's going to be like? And that's where I feel like it's so important that I have somebody that is an expert and who is only thinking about and only worrying about those kind of issues.
Well, and it's really two different kinds of advisors, quite frankly. You know, you've got advisors that can help you kind of save and kind of grow your money and get you to a certain point. But then as we get closer to retirement, our goals and objectives begin to change. And so it really takes a different expertise to really understand those things you just said. How's inflation going to impact us? You know, retirement used to be really easy. I used to say, you know, you'd retire, you'd have Social Security, a pension, you'd live 3 years. Retirement's over. You're dead.
Right.
But now, many of us are going to be having a prospect. We don't have a pension. All we have is this 401k, the money that we've stocked away and stowed away for all of our years. And now we've got maybe a 30-year retirement.
We hope.
Well, hopefully, right? So how do we plan for that? So that's where, you know, we have to understand what inflation's going to look like, health care, how all those pieces come into play. It's not just which stock to pick. You know, many people think my advisor's there to help me pick the right investments. I always tell people, quite frankly, that's the easiest part. Really, once you understand what your goals and objectives are for the rest of your life, only then can you actually begin to build the investment plan. It's kind of the last step.
What's your biggest piece of advice for someone who is nearing that retirement age? Because obviously it's different for somebody that's in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. As somebody that's, you know, really close, maybe within 5 years of that retirement age.
If we're close, you know, we've pretty much got the money, we've saved the money that we are going to need. Maybe there's a few last pieces, but we have to reduce the risk for sure. That's one of the biggest things. You know, you look at a 2008 situation when the U.S. stock market went down 37% that year. So just imagine if I lost 1/3 of my money. I'm 5 years from retirement and 1/3 of my money is now gone. And so reducing the risk is going to take that risk and put it in a position where maybe a big stock market decline doesn't hurt us. You know, you look at what just happened in the markets at the beginning of the year. Now, the last 2 days, even today, the market's up pretty nicely today. But, you know, the volatility of the market as we get closer, it doesn't rest too well within our insides. And so we got to reduce that risk so that we know the money's going to be there when we need it.
Definitely, I don't want to have to worry. That's the whole thing. If I'm going to retire, I want to be able to relax and enjoy that retirement. So there are a million different people you can choose from when you're looking to have someone help you with the retirement and helping me with my funds. What makes Citizens Advisory Group different? What makes you unique?
Well, I think the biggest thing is we are a comprehensive firm. So our licensing allows us to pretty much do everything in the realm of the financial world. So yes, we can do the risk investments, the stocks, the bonds, and those types of investments. We also can protect you on the insurance side of things through your health insurance, the Medicare insurance. Bottom line is we're a comprehensive firm that puts all of the pieces in place. Too many times I think people have fragmented decisions, and when it's not a comprehensive plan, you end up getting hurt. And so that's a very big key that we bring to the table, as well as the fiduciary status we have to our clients. We have fiduciary duty to our clients, which means we have to put clients first. Now, that might seem like a pretty simple thing to most people, but most advisors do not have that duty. They have what's called a suitability standard, which is the lowest level of care to clients. We don't have time to get into that. We're going to be here each and every Friday. I know today's Thursday, but we're going to start being here every Friday with you, and we'll talk about some of those differences. But having a fiduciary standard, putting clients first, is paramount to our firm. And as a client, prospective person looking for an advisor, I think it's important that you understand how that person's licensed.
I absolutely think it's so very important. At what point should I be looking to come talk to you?
Well, someone like our firm, you know, we're more geared towards that retirement phase. So anytime, maybe 50 and above, that's kind of a sweet spot. You know, you're 10 to 15 years out to retirement. You're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And, you know, retirement's special. And we don't want to wait until that time to begin planning. We want to have a little bit of time to get things prepared and positioned so that the day you do retire, you can go right off in the sunset or right off to Florida on a day like today.
Please. How quickly can I get there? That's the answer. Do we have any flights leaving in the next hour?
I'm sure somewhere.
And can I get a ticket? Well, as Jeff said, Citizens Advisory Group is going to be with us starting next Friday, every Friday, and we're going to talk about all these things that are so very important to people who are entering that retirement age and those of us who are quickly coming up on it, and so hoping that it will be the light at the end of the tunnel soon. So thanks so much to Jeff, and we will be with him again next Friday for information on retiring and how you can get to that sweet spot. Get with Citizens Advisory Group. We'll be right back on Better Living.